been good to us. He feed us on Saturday, clothes us on Sunday, and then beat us on Monday. Or was it Tuesday? I don't know.
Jasper, I just want to go. I was a house nigga, Jasper.
What?
Jasper, don't you want freedom? We're going to Promised Land. The Promised Land.
Promised Land? Cleveland?
No, Jasper.
Baltimore?
No, Jasper, the Promised Land.
Oh, the Promised Land. Minnesota?
And cut. Hi.
You know the irony about that. These stupid motherfuckers, especially these youngsters, they would think like that walkaway group are the ones who would try to stay. It is like literally all of the ones who are fighting for Democrats, Democrat Party, the party of the KKK, slaves, the state, y'all fucked up, and you ain't got to. Like I said, you really don't have to leave. The solution is not to leave Democrat cities; is to make the Democrats leave and keep your city, keep Baltimore. You can rebuild that shit. Keep Cleveland, keep Detroit. You really shouldn't have to leave. You got to run out them crooked Democrat politicians and them white liberals. Racist Democrat white liberals. Those are the ones keeping y'all in chains, and that's exactly what I was talking about. I forgot about this movie. It just that they won't leave. Remember I said it on 2 days ago. It's like they won't leave. I was a house nigga. I won't leave. They just won't leave. They remember I keep saying how cause they'll come out, the little fat chick, she used to give it a finger. But she's Puerto Rican, but still it don't matter. She got, they try to be slick and classy, Afro-Caribbean, we're all black, whatever. It's just stupid, dumb shit. What I mean by stupid, dumb shit, like it doesn't matter. You're fucking American, man. Fuck all this dumb shit. You not even voting for people because they gonna clean up your city, bring jobs to your city. Instead, you voting because of the way they look. Stupid. They got a natural, they dark skinned, or they got a black wife. He's a black guy, so you gonna vote for him. He gonna rob you fucking blind and not fix shit. I mean, there are black guys who are in politics that I think are gonna do things, but the minute they start talking about systemic racism, it's like, no. And this is not even a just, I'm not going to listen to him, no, period. Like, this nigga a traitor. He need to be in prison. Guantanamo Bay in chains. Along with them white racists, these motherfuckers are trying to overthrow, attempt a coup. This is not even a fucking disagreement no more. Freedom of speech doesn't protect you from consequences. It protected you from people telling you to be quiet. But if you want to keep talking, it doesn't protect you from consequences. Y'all can keep doing all this dumb shit. Freedom of speech does not protect you from consequences. You talk about blowing up shit, burn shit down, and shit like that, and it's metaphorical. No, bitch, we beyond all that. Y'all done showed us. We got video, hours and hours and days worth of video. It would take you days. If you just had to watch them all constantly, you probably die from fatigue if you had to sit through all the footage in the last 6 months. And so the irony, they would be like, y'all, it's like, no, you stupid bitch. Y'all the ones who can't do what you want. You have to go with this mob, with Massa, on the Democratic plantation. Y'all are the ones who can't lead. Like I said, I came out here on my own. He had to come out here barefoot, just like a slave. Because they told him I was out here. See the difference? I came out here to make a video, like I said. On my first video, I do it out here because I didn't want to make it inside because I wanted them to hear me in real time and not, just gang stalk me later, like 2 minutes. Like say I went to the store right now and I had made this video in the house. It's more for me this was more for me trying to get some, get so I can put the ha-has on them, because it'll be more legal. Because it'll force them, like I said, they get into they're too emotional. So, they'll want to, challenge me. So that's why instead of, because I know they're on my comments. They monitor my my phone activity, computer activity, all of that shit. But I want them to hear it in real time, like right now. That's why I always make them out here from the first. I said it on my first video. Like I said, I didn't know it was gonna get this deep with Trump getting in. I just knew the program was basically over once I found out. And you're like, how? Basically had nothing scientific, just my life. Usually, because a lot of things, it was something I felt like I missed the fad. Like, oh, especially when you was younger, like, damn, this shit ain't even, nobody wears these no more. By the time this was a long time ago, I might have been at 10 or 11. But now I see it was training, like, I knew. I'm like, oh, shit. And it's because what I'm saying is, I had been going through it, but I didn't know what the hell it was. But then when I found out, and I looked at it, and I looked even further, and I saw people had been talking about it for years. Like, damn, well, I ain't see this video. I was on YouTube before Google even bought them. What I'm saying, not making videos, but because of music. They got it like, like 2005 or whatever. Oh, this free music, and you knew about copyrights and all that shit from the 80s. If you listen to rap, you definitely knew about that shit. It was a big deal back in 88, 87. With James Brown, they was sampling his music and not paying him. So anyway, before Napster, you just knew about that. Just so it's like, oh shit, yeah, I'm gonna look at it. Shit, free. But anyway, oh shit, comedy videos. Oh shit, people making skits. Then Google bought them. But anyway, the point was, I see that there's people had been making videos about gang stalking, but I ain't knowing the shit. But I'm going through it, but I didn't know what the hell. But like I said, it's, I'm just. But then maybe if I did, I might not have kept going to the hospital, And I'm not even talking about the money. I'm talking about just maybe some of them doctors in the early stages, they did really try to help me. Like I said, at that point they are one. I can tell for a fact some of them won gang stalkers. Yeah, as a matter of fact, the only one who actually said something decent to me in my life at one particular point was the doctor. And it wasn't a medical advice. It was just, something else was going on. But as a doctor, they asked, and they the only one that said something real. It was more like, well, that's what people do. It's basically that simple. Nobody else said it like that. Everybody else, like, basically that's when you. But, yeah, this thing right here is that's them to a T right now to this day. Why we try to leave, Master? Well, that's a house nigga. It's like they're scared. I used to say that was one of the reasons I went and got help. I'm like, they remember I don't know which videos, and I got so many now. One of the things that really set me off in the beginning is like they put their head down, just like in that movie. I promise you, one of them. Because I just said, I was just being positive. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to start this business, I'm buy these houses and be a landlord on my own. I'm going to do this all myself and nothing on earth is going to stop me. And they put their head down like, ooh. And it was just me and this person inside the house. Nobody else. Like, who? It felt like one of those movies, where they were showing how, like, whatever. We're not getting into white folks, air quotes, saving people, like in the 1800s. And just basically the people they're saving are like more superstitious. The white folks are missionaries. So they're like, no, there's no tree guide. There is no, you don't have to bow your head. And that's what they they like put their head down. And I'm looking at it, and why'd it get you that bad? Cause you know we're religious, so it's like I didn't say God can't stop me. If He want to stop me, I'm done. But I'm thinking that's why I'm being positive. He's telling me, yeah, nothing is. That's why I said nothing on earth. And you putting your religion, you're putting your head down. Like I said, God can't stop me. Nobody can stop. I said no person, nothing. You know, or no mountain. Yeah, ain't no mountain. You know, you got faith the size of a seed. But anyway. Yeah, that really, really got to me. That's when I really, really like something is crazy. Like that little thing incident right there was really when I started like telling everything to the doctors that they was so mad. These motherfuckers like see how he would walk out. So this was back then. But being with my past and my experience, it really didn't bother me on that level. It was more just keep to yourself. It didn't make me like I can't go nowhere. You know, sometimes I would have to take a break from trying to get a job, but then I get my, whatever. I guess I get out of the funk, depression, and they get mad again. Why you trying to work? And my check wasn't nowhere near with it. And then I'm like I said, I'm still trying to start this business, but that shit was. That shit was like that's exactly. I just thought about that too. That's exactly how they look. Like every time I would talk, even I'd be at work. I remember I'd be in the office before we go out, and sometimes I'd be talking about it. That's exactly how they look. Like, ooh, you gonna start your own business? You can't. And I'm like, all these other blacks have started with it. Why? What the hell is wrong? What? I don't get it. Why is it such a difference? But the ones who were so-called business owners already in the hood, yeah, they with these Democrats. Like they're the watch guards. They're the house niggas sitting on the porch watching the rest of us to make it look like blacks can do what they want, can leave and be successful. No, these motherfuckers there as gate guards. Guarding the line, boss. Watching the line. Watching the line, boss. What movie that was on? Life with Eddie Murphy. Watching the line, boss. They watching the gun line and shit. They all like, don't quit talking about it. I'm like, y'all nuts. What happened? Y'all was so religious, so Christian. Y'all, you got faith. You can say what you want. Now all of a sudden y'all switching like, yeah, that was really got me. I'm like, what the hell? That's superstition. That's not Christianity. That is like, ooh, don't say that. Like, shh, they gonna hear you. Who the fuck are you talking about? You exaggerated. It wasn't that bad, but if like I said, if somebody and they all of a sudden switched, they all of a sudden cowardly. You knew this person was strong. You knew for a fact. They didn't have to say, like nowadays, I'm strong, this and that. I'm a strong black man. I'm a strong woman. They didn't have to. They just did what had to be done, right? Now all of a sudden it's whoosh. Like, what the fuck is going on? I'm in another universe. Something.
I don't know why we leaving mountains high. He been good to us. He feed us on Saturday, clothes us on Sunday, and then beat us on Monday. Or was it Tuesday? I don't know.
Jasper, I said want to go. I was a house nigga, Jasper.
What?
Jasper, don't you want freedom? We going to promised land. The promised land.
Promised land? Cleveland?
No, Jasper.
Baltimore?
No, Jasper, the promised land.
Oh, the promised land. Minnesota?
And cut. Hi.
Here's the rest of it.
Hi, honey. I'm coming to your island. Wow. This looks great, Mom. It's big.
They gonna throw some ass at it. Say, you gonna be getting our videos. You gonna get some ass, nigga. That's Google.
Taylor, and I'm a black actor. I had to learn to play these slave parts. And now you can too, at Hollywood's first black acting school. It teaches you everything. Learn Jive Talk 101. You
Motherfucking jive turkey motherfucker.
All right, that's good. You work. All right, you try it.
You fucking mothers.
No, man, no, that's wrong. Watch me now. Just be cool. Jive turkey motherfucker. Go.
Good.